All right, I believe we are good to go. Let me just remove the intro right here. Right. Hello, everybody. Hope you had an amazing day today. Today, it will be me and Yuli with a new edition of the lab over here inside Discord. Let me just share the Discord link with everybody as well. Discord.gg/DavidTech. This conversation is part of our Discord group. So if you guys wish to join and have an update about what's happening within DavidTech, you are more than welcome. It's free to join, also free to attend and ask pretty much any question in regards to DavidTech. Let me just remove now the link and move forward with the presentation. First of all, welcome everybody. Hello, hope you had an amazing day today, and we have, depending on where you live. Currently, it's evening, so that's why I'm more used to hope you had an amazing day rather than will have. And yeah, let's just move forward with the presentation. Most important, guys, the disclaimer, we're not financial advisors. We are just trying to debunk the market with the tools available. If there are none available, we are actually building them. And of course, try to share with everybody. In case you're being approached or wish to speak with a official, feel free to ask pretty much about somebody inside the general chat. If you wish to speak to a staff member, we are never going to approach you directly or ask you to invest into some kind of third-party platform or to give us 2 Bitcoins to give you one back or the other way around or something like that. That's never going to happen. The only way to contact an admin would be, or a moderator would be, through general chat to just say, hey, I would like some help, and somebody will be more than happy to assist you. If you have any questions at any moment, please feel free to interrupt. This is pretty much an open mic session. That's the whole point of being here. If you have any question, just feel free to interrupt directly, or at the end, we also have a questions and answers topic. Also, you guys over X and YouTube, hello again. If you wish to join and ask your question directly, you're more than welcome, or you can write them inside the chat. I'll make sure to check the chat over the live stream very often. It's just I'm more used to Discord rather than the live stream area. So today's agenda, 27th April 2026. Pretty stuffed, in my opinion. We do have Yuli with a new indicator on which he'll be taking over very shortly. We do have a new video from David on which I'll definitely invite you to watch it, and if possible, give it a like and a comment. Of course, if you're going to comment the word AI, you're going to basically ask David to do a more in-depth video about how to connect how to connect yourself to your cloud subscription or any other AI to the MCP server that David has built. For the moment, it's just Cloud AI, but we are definitely looking forward for adding more. And me myself, I'm more of a GPT fan, to be honest. That's why I'm more bullish on other AIs rather than Claude. It's just definitely my preference, nothing else. I mean, in my opinion, 5.5 extra high over Codex, it's a monster at coding, at planning, and taking over basically whatever you're doing, and he'll do it better than you. It's going to cost you. It's definitely costly in the tokens area, but it definitely doesn't consume that much. But of course, in the API, it's a little bit more expensive. There's also a question right off the bat. So sorry, I missed the Zoom call over Monday. Yes, we also have like once a month a webinar on which within this video as well, if you guys wish to see, there is a new link right here, which would be this one, the free workshop, which happens pretty much once every month. Let's see the other part. Is there a link to the recording? It will be made available shortly. I must get the link on which I forgot to ask for. So please expect it in like 24 hours to be shared over Discord. I know somebody else asked me for it. I just didn't have time, so excuse me on that part, but I'll definitely share it with everybody within 24 hours. Cool. So again, guys, definitely would be appreciated if you could guys view the newest video and give it a thumbs up, give it a comment if you wish to learn more about it. In my opinion, it's a very good video, very well done and structured. Yes, also I'll be covering the AI indicators that I've made with the help, of course, of the AI. I try to get the reasoning behind the very popular at that moment. I believe within February or something like that. I believe it was GPT. Let me check GPT 5.2 at that moment. Also, we had Gemini 3.0 and of course Grok 4.2. I tried to get the reasoning and put it inside TradingView. I approach like 99% just because some of the concepts are not possible to be done within within TradingView because of course you're stuck with the candle data of high, low, open, close, and some volume on which, in my opinion, it's not really the exchange volume. It's a formula applied to the volume, something like that. But yeah, they are pretty successful in my opinion. The only thing that we have to test is because they apply a different logic, so it's no more the closed candle and then we have a fired trade. It's a conditional trade. The price has to get to a certain level in a certain amount of time to in order to get a validated trade. We are definitely testing them, and of course, soon they'll be made available as David strategies. All right, but back again to the most important topic and the man of the hour, Yuli. Yuli is a member of our community. He's been around here for about 3 months already. Time flies. He's a electrical engineering teacher at the university level. He's again within our community in the last months. He's been building strategies, indicators. He's doing an amazing job. Feel free to check the previous live streams as well every Monday and Wednesday in the matter of releasing something new over Monday and updating it, coming up with the strategy and some setups over Wednesday. Feel free to check out the previous live streams in order to check his amazing work. Yuli, how are you doing, my friend?
Hi Vlad, hi everyone. All good for this week as well. We are approaching to a new level of indicators. I think you'll see. You'll see.
Okay, definitely
I
excited.
I already tried to share my screen. Please let me know if you can see it.
Just one moment. There you go, sir. Please feel free to proceed.
That's good. Okay, guys. So as you know, every week we are introducing a new indicator, and by Monday we are trying to explain the how the indicator was built from the logical point of view and also from the technical point of view. By technical, we are trying to uh, take an in-deep understanding of the math behind the indicator and let's say a first look onto the visuals. After that, on Wednesday, we are turning that indicator into a very simple strategy with just take profit and stop loss in order to see how the indicator performs by itself. Anyway, as you already saw on several other indicators, sometimes they are doing well by themselves, and sometimes for sure they can be enhanced with other indicators or with more complex strategies. Also, by Wednesday, Vlad is using the indicator inside the boilerplate, and as you saw, boilerplate sometimes plays well, let's say with the indicator, sometimes not. So yeah, feel free to try different settings and give us a feedback as you go. What, let's say, what you don't see on these indicators that we are introducing every week is that somehow we are creating a story. So for now, I think we are approaching already to 20 indicators from the starting of this year. So as you know, there are different types of indicators like filters, trend following, oscillators, and so on. We already introduced some of them. So by every week, I'm trying to, let's say, fill the gap when I see it. So every time to have different kind of indicators or of math complexity, logic behind, and so on. So yeah, in the end, I think we'll have something wonderful when uh, we will try to, let's say, make like a portfolio and take a big look on what we have built so far. So yeah, we'll see when we stop with this and make like a review of them. But just to know, we are trying to look for everything that can gives us, let's say, better results. So yeah, for today and also for the last week, what I was trying to feel was the firing signals. So these are the concepts of the indicator for today. And from the last week, I wanted something that fires a lot of signals. Sometimes it is easier to see what kind of signals we have, and maybe from that point to start to, I don't know, filter them or see which ones works better, like long, shorts, and so on. So yeah, this indicator, it will try the same, the TMSR, which comes from tropical morphology support resistance. The core idea of this indicator is that it is trying to be like a regime routed support resistance band signal engine. So instead of treating all market conditions the same, it first classifies the market as range or trend, then sends price action into different signal families like mean reversion in range, pullback continuation in trend, and if you want optional breakouts also in trend. A key design goal is confirmed behavior, so signal references exclude the current bar, strict close only logic uses prior bar context, and also alerts are tied to the final plotted buy sell booleans. To achieve these objectives, the indicator combines a rolling highest lowest band structure to define dynamic support and resistance. Then we have an ATR expanded contact and breakout zones, so entries can scale with volatility, a trend detector based on EMEA slope normalized by ATR, with also a new concept that we have used already in other indicators like the hysteresis to reduce regime flip noise. Then we have a liquidity stress gate that can either throttle signals or hard block them, and confirmed only signal publication with cooldown control and built-in take profit guidance. So the logic flow behind this indicator, of course, we have the parameter layer, the metric preparation. So the script starts with a manage preset system. You will see you can choose between aggressive, standard, strict, or custom option. In non-custom mode, the indicator maps one preset choice into a full parameter set, including lookback, zone width, breakout buffer, cooldown, trend settings, strictness modes, and so on. In custom mode, as you are expecting, the user gets direct control over the full signal stack. Then we have the band construction. So the engine uh, builds a rolling upper band and lower band and midpoint from the selected source over the loopback. For actual signal decisions, it deliberately uses reference bands that exclude the current bar via source. Then ATR is then used to derive two important layers around those references. So we'll have contact zones for re-entry logic and breakout buffers for continuation logic. The code also constructs prior bar reference bands, so the stricter close-only mode still remains causal. Sorry for this one. So next, after the band construction, we have the trend range regime detection. So the indicator classifies the market using an EMEA of close. then measures its slope over a configurable lookback. That slope is normalized by ATR, so the regime logic is volatility aware rather than raw price dependent. After, we have a hysteresis band, which is applied around the trend threshold, which helps to avoid constantly flipping between range and trend on borderline conditions. Once the regime is known, direction filters decide whether trend signals must align with the slope direction or whether both sides are allowed. The next phase is the liquidity stress layer. So the indicator computes a candle spread proxy, smooths it, and compares short-term spread behavior with a longer baseline. The resulting stress ratio is used as a liquidity or noise gate. In soft mode, stress does not veto entries but widens the cooldown. In hard mode, stress directly blocks signals. That makes the gate more of a signal quality control layer than a separate trading signal. And of course, in the end, the signal generation and routing. So we have three signal families that are built. MR, mean reversion entries for range conditions, PB, pullback entries for trend conditions, and BO, breakout continuation entries for trend conditions. Mean reversion and pullback entries can be evaluated either with weak touch plus close confirmation or with stricter close only confirmation. Breakouts use separate explicit modes for close over band plus a buffer, or weak penetration plus close confirmation. Once raw triggers are built, the script routes them with fixed priority, so breakouts are higher than pullbacks, which are higher than mean reversions. So cancels this in this way it cancels ambiguous both side events, applies liquidity blocking if needed, then enforces conferred only publication and cooldown. So regarding the math behind this, of course, we are trying to present you the most important parts of the indicator. So firstly, we have our trend detector. Basically, this is the heart of the regime classifier. Firstly, it builds the trend basis based on the EMA of close. Then it measures slope over several bars. Instead of using just one bar slope, it compares the current EMA to the EMA slope lookback bars ago. Lastly, it normalizes the result by ATR and lookback. So in that way, raw EMA slope depends on price scale and instrument volatility. Dividing by ATR makes it dimensionless. So now the script asks like how many ATRs per bar is the EMA moving rather than how many dollars is it moving, you know. So basis of T, so is the current value is EMA of close and trend length. Then it calculates the difference between the current basis and the previous one compared with the slope lookback. After that, you can see the normalization. So um, we have the difference between those and then compared with the multiplication of ATR and slope lookback. So uh, just as a rule of thumb to say so, high slope normalization means strong directional drift relative to typical volatility. If we get a low slope normalization, it means sideways or weak trend relative to noise. After that, we have the second point, the regime classification with hysteresis. So instead of a single trend threshold, the script uses an enter-exit band. So enter K is equal with trend K plus half of the trend hysteresis, and the exit one is the maximum between 0 and the trend K minus the half of the hysteresis. So it means this way it maintains a state variable. We have a trend state. If it is not already in trend, it will switch to trend only when the slope is higher than the enter K. If already we are in a trend, then we stay in trend until slope is lower than exit K. So it prevents chattering when slope normalization hovers near the boundary. One threshold classifier would flip range, trend too often in noisy areas. So that's why we are using the hysteresis. After that, we have the liquidity gate as an adaptive throttling. So rather than making liquidity stress purely binary, the indicator defaults to soft mode, where stress increases the cooldown efficiency through a multiplier because it suppresses clustering during unstable bars without fully shutting the indicator off. If you are choosing the hard mode, then it will be still available when the user wants cleaner but more selective behavior. So the script's liquidity gate is really a spread or noise stress ratio. It uses normalized candle range. So you can see the spread is calculated as the difference between high and low over the close. And then it formed the stress ratio from the smoothed short-term and long-term spread. So that's why we have our stress ratio, which is equal with roll spread over the base spread. So if you are getting, let's say, a stress ratio around 1, it means like a normal spread regime. If it is higher than 1, the recent spread is above baseline, and if it's really higher than 1, the recent bar ranges are unusually large relative to normal. And in the end, the signal lodging, so the routing block is explicit and conservative, breakouts outrank pullbacks, and pullbacks outrank range mean reversion. Um, Ambiguous double side events are cancelled, then final buy sell signals are published only when bar state is confirmed and cooldown passes. As always, we are giving you a first look of the indicator, what you will see when you start to play around with it. So we have our TM bands and zone. So the script plots upper, lower, and midpoint structure bands, plus the ATR expanded upper and lower zones around them. This provides the visual foundation for both reversion and breakout logic. Additional to that, we have the regime background, so a background with a color that changes uh, to distinguish warm up, range, trend up, and trend down context. So you can see the active routing regime um, over the indicator. Additional to that, we have preset mapping table. So a second table exposes the active effective parameters and whether they come from preset logic or custom input, which is useful for auditability and tuning transparency. Um, we have also the main dashboard. So this is like a quite compact dashboard, reports regime, trend direction, and slope, liquidity ratio, gate state, blast signal side, reason, effective cooldown, and so on. So basically, it will help you to decide how you can tune the indicator. After that, of course, you don't really need it, or maybe if you are using in real time for sure, it will help you to take the right decisions. And of course, the buy sell markers and alerts. So we have confirmed buy and sell triangles, which are plotted directly on price. So yeah, for today, this is the indicator. That, as we said in the beginning, we are trying to convert it into a simple take profit stop loss strategy by Wednesday to see how it performs. From what I can say for now, this one and the indicator from the last week both are firing a lot of signals. They are quite interesting on their behavior and results. For sure, when you will have time to play with it, you can find different strategies or complex ones. You can enhance it with other indicators and get some great results. Just as let's say we can see here, it fires a lot of signals here. So here, for example, along on this one, not so bad. Here are just short longs to say so, and this one, which is great. If we get it, we can see some good results here and here as well. And we are looking only on longs, but yeah, as a first look, it looks promising. So yeah, feel free to play around with it and give us feedback. Thank you, everyone, and don't hesitate to contact me if you want to know more or to get more in deep with the indicator.
Awesome work, Yuli. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let me just return back with the screens. Making sure that everybody can see. All good. Indeed, some of the comments as well. Great work, Yuli. There you go. Not the only one appreciating your work, definitely.
Thank you very much.
So, also on my end, guys, the AI indicators update. Let me just go very, very quickly. For example, I believe the ChatGPT one was around similar, like 60 something percent win rate. Feel free to check some of the previous live stream on that one. Again, like I explained a little bit earlier, these strategies are a little bit different than with what we used to. Sorry, again, I have a little problem with my monitors flickering on me again. Let me just. Perfect, all good. So, a little bit different than what we are used to. So, in case of the David X strategies, like you guys are most familiar with, we are waiting for all of the conditions to happen and to stay until the candle is closing, and then we are supposed to have a trade fired. On these ones, we do have the entry point, which would be the line in the middle, the take profit and the stop loss. Depends, of course, if it's a long or a short. This one would be a short, so you have the take profit and the stop loss. You can see definitely here we have the invalidation within 60 minutes, so the price has to get to the trigger level, the line in the middle, in 60 minutes. It's 12 times the chart time frame. It's just something that I've been thinking, like, let's just use 5 minutes and wait for 1 hour for the signal to be validated. And so far, I mean, we are right now in a trade. It's in profit. So I do hope that the win rate would still stand by the time it's going to be released as a strategy. Let's check very, very quickly the other ones as well. I believe that's the one. This one, a very beautiful one. Again, within the same win rate, like 91. It was 90 something, 92%, somewhere in that neighborhood. Of course, within time, it's getting to the good period, which would be the high 90s, and the one maybe a little bit below. But again, on average, we do have 90 something win rate. And of course, the grok, on which, to be honest, I forgot. I have no idea what the original win rate was. At the moment, it's 50%. Regardless, I'm very proud that the 90+% win rate stood out so far. I mean, it's quite amazing. That's not overfit, at least for now. So I do hope in the future that will stay the same. And yeah, looking forward to have having this one released as a DVTech strategy as well, so we can play with them and yeah, create some amazing setups so everybody can trade. And that's pretty much it, guys, for today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to write them inside the Discord, the voice chat, or just use your microphone directly. Or in the YouTube section or the X session as well. Probably a lot of catch up. Could you please check me in DM on the week? Sure. If it's in regards with the David Tech strategies, they are going to be made available this evening again. We had a little bit of a problem with Tradingview again, and we are adjusting a little bit the access to them. But 100% they'll be made available this evening, just in case if it's about that. If not, I'll definitely check and catch up with you. All right. So, guys, wrapping up things, performance update. As you might be aware, we are in the top copy traders, top traders for the exchanges. You can feel free to check the share your wins room inside Discord as well for some testimonials. We've been aware that some of our traders, including David as well, are in the top 1% traders. For example, one of the members, Fishing, he's been recognized as in the top 1.3%. In regards to Fishing, please, guys, make sure to check out Trade Harbor. Let me just share the link with everybody here inside Discord. Make sure to check it out. He also has a $1,000 challenge to see how it goes. Just click the link. And of course, if you appreciate his work, you can also donate to the project. Also, guys, Trigger.trade, your reliable bots connector. David Tech Strategies connector to most popular exchanges. Feel free to have a look in case you want to connect your bots to some of the very best exchanges as well. For tomorrow, guys, we do have the last Elite Backtester Summit. So in case you're not aware of the Elite Backtesters process, we are submitting the setups on, and we are checking them on every Tuesday. Tomorrow would be the last Tuesday for April. So if you guys wish to have your Elite Backtester status kept in the month of May, feel free to submit by tomorrow, I guess in like 22 hours. That will be the top, the maximum time to submit in order to qualify. And yeah, of course, we're going to review some of the setups or all of them, depending on how much they are. And that's pretty much it. Let's see the questions. Are the new strategies ready for download? You mean the ones from Yuli? And hello, Separator. Hope you're doing well. Is the MCP server needed to run the 1500 strategies on Cloud? To be able to connect to all of the strategies at the moment, we are still working on a way to actually make that possible. That we are still so if you're familiar, because you must be familiar with how the strategy factory was released. So we applied a filter on top of the David Tech bots, so all of them, and we released the strategy factory with the ones that we consider they are no longer active and so on. So we are going to apply another filter into making them a little bit less than 1,000 and something. I think at the moment they are like 600, 500 something strategies. So if we are going to apply another filter, they're going to be a lot less. And of course, the MCP server would be a lot faster to use for everybody. And yeah, we're definitely working into making that possible. I think you had also issues. The team is working hard. Yes, I'll be also looking into Trigger Trade with William. And I believe for you, Balim Bro, that was the issue, if I'm not mistaken. And I do think that a couple more people are actually having problems with Trigger Trade, but they are going to be fixed either this evening or by tomorrow. We are working, guys, making sure that the cloud connection will be flawless for everybody. If you wish to learn a little bit more with a new video from David, feel free to mention the word AI in the comment of the newest video. So we show that we are interested to David into pushing harder to a new video. All right. I believe that's pretty much it, guys, for today. Let me check if there is also any questions over YouTube. Also, everybody over YouTube and X, hello, guys. Hope you had an amazing time watching us. Let me just share with everybody the Discord link. There you go. If you wish to join our Discord server, it's free to join. You're free to attend these evenings, which are happening pretty much Monday to Thursday at a similar hour. Feel free to ask anything about David Tech, and I'll do my best in order to answer to you. And that's pretty much it, guys, for today, I guess. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for tuning in. And I'll see you tomorrow at a similar time. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.